Hi guys, here is the techniques that I want you to use. This was a very short video, but at the same time, this is probably the most important part of the journey. Setting the foundation is vital. Here is the technique that I want you to use. On the first part, I want you to do the technique which are somatic. The technique that are somatic, I want you to use your earpod to block any sound out of it. I want you to use the eye mask to block every image from the outside world. And what I want you to do, I want you to sit pondering. I want you to ponder when the panic of today happened on how you link your sad child to your angry child. I want you to delve very deep in this. I want you to listen and to feel the sadness and distance that, and I want you to feel the rage or the anger. And what I want you to do, I want you to start naming them, very important, but I want you to talk to them. When you have a moment of panic that turns into your sad child, I want you to become, I want you to tell to that little sad child, what do you think you should know to be able to overcome that moment of panic without the terrible results of and backlashes of the outcome of our behavior. So if he said, how do you think you should behave with him? What would you tell him? If you were your best friends, if you were the best friend of your sad child, what would you tell him? And this is the difficult part of this week. I want you to begin an internal dialogue with your sad child and with your angry child. And what I want you to do, I want you to tell them to those two identities within you what they needed to know. I love you, maybe, or don't worry, it's going to be okay. Don't worry, it's not your fault. Bad things can happen. Doesn't mean your life is over. This is how I want you to speak to your sad child. At the same time, I want you to listen to your angry child. And I also want you to speak to him. Maybe obviously a little bit different, such as, does it really pay that behavior? Don't you think that by reacting like this, we may lose friendship, we may lose the support of the people that we love? I want you to start an internal dialogue with those two identities inside of you. This is powerful. I'll see you next week. The second technique that I want you to learn is a cognitive technique. What does it mean? That after you start naming those two identities and after you start talking to those two identities, I want you to now rationally, cognitively observe and write down in your book what happened afterwards. What happened after your sad child has his downfalls? What happened after your angry child has his moment? What is the behavior that is uncontrollable? Look back at when you had it today and tell yourself, observe with yourself, well, what did I do? What did I do that really wasn't me? It just came automatic that I couldn't stop. What was that automatic response? What was that automatic behavior? And write it down and notice what was the trigger, what was the response, what was the trigger, what was the response. This is cognitive. Okay, next week we're going to take a big leap into this work. Right, thank you and enjoy.